Shauna, it's Dava.
Hi,
I'm so sorry. I saw your text, and you know what I think happened? Because I'm the one who hand wrote it in the book. I think I wrote it incorrectly on the card, so I apologize.
I understand that that probably was the case, and so I was just covering my buns, and
No, you're
so
right. I'm glad you did. So just if you could try to have the card with you, that would be so great. Not like you have to have proof, but it's good because I find these books sometimes so annoying. The way we write in it and cross people out, sometimes you're writing it on the wrong timeline.
I understand it.
Yeah.
I thank you for doing what you do, and I'll bring the card and hopefully see you next week.
Yeah, and next week you are in fact at 10:30, not 9:30 next week.
Yes, and I have now I have
I got
both
you
the
right
cards.
here.
I found both of them, so that was funny. But
That was good. I'm glad you sent it. Okay.
okay.
Thank you.
Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
So she made the mistake saying that she said she made the mistake. Um, but please have the card with you, and it's like, sure, can't do enough for a narcissist. You can't be perfect enough. You can't just be in reality there, and say get it over with, because notice we just had a conversation about the misunderstanding which was achieved through conversation, about the conversation that happened, that the reason why I was just thinking before this call, how that documents and signed agreements and even courthousing is made because there are gaslighting narcissists who live in the world. They write something down and it will go against them later on, as you notice. She made the mistake, so that makes her right again, right? And so I'm so sorry, and it's like, this is the world of covering our ass. I'm not just ignoring the world, you know what I mean? And I know that this is how we're supposed to live. Just, when you find out if it's either a gaslighter narcissist or somebody who makes constant mistakes, what's the difference? No, you can tell, you get a gut feeling, and then it starts with your gut feeling, and then they start colonizing your head. It's called colonization. Colonizing your head. They get in there, and it's like they make rental space, and it's like, this isn't a big deal. You fucking give me the appointment, I throw the car over there, standing up, and that's where it was. It was just moved like 3 feet over, and my I didn't see it all week. I was like, what time is it? But my mind already knew. No, she said 9:30, and we had a conversation, babes. She said, oh, but I wrote it down wrong in the book. And I'm pretty sure, I watch these people do the card and then they write it down in the book like that. Doom, doom. And I have her conversation there, whatever her excuse is about how documents are just such a pain in the butt. I'd rather just gaslight the whole thing with, my conversation. And that's why really, I don't agree with signing documents at all. You just don't need to sign a document. You should be able to look each other in the eye and say, didn't we just have this conversation? I understand, we have a more solid understanding between us. Then why do we have to have a middleman that says, and by the way, in case you get some other idea, which is not what we agreed upon, I guess. And so, something way back behind me tells me, Shauna, you're being too hard on that person, and you're really actually you're reaching out, and you're saying, no, and it's like, no. The first time, see, there's a reason why I lit up the first time because I got a gut feeling in my perception. The gaslighter narcissist fucks with you. They are control freaks, for one. That's what all narcissists are. They want control. So the way the gaslighter narcissist is doing it is that just tell a lie. And now that they are the worst because they get your inner being agitating, and if you know, if you don't correct them right away, like kind of like I did. I thought I emailed Colleen. She responds with the email saying, "Hey, thanks for that," and blah blah blah. I'm just validating that I'm here because a gaslighter narcissist ultimately is trying to invalidate all of your faculties and your relationship with reality. And I was just trying to reflect, like, okay, so why do they do this? Well, they're very hurt little children. Never have they gotten their faculties together enough. Somebody keeps slapping out of their hands. Something, and then if you imagine that programming that gets stuck in there, probably by the age 5, they're just figuring everything's going to be slapped out of their hand or out of their minds or something, out of their grasp. And so that can't be possibly happening for you, that you get everything you want, like just the way it is. No way. No way. I have to gaslight you. I met this one woman years ago. Man, danger. They can get really dangerous. Who every single conversation was a gaslight. And if you knew me, I live alone for a reason. It's because my faculties are sound. I don't need 5 other eyeballs there for me. Really, I don't have any need. It's nice to have a partner to share and expand with and like share ourselves with and share our like experiences with, right? Otherwise, I wouldn't be sharing it with you. Imagine that. It'd be terrible. I was just thinking that. It's like, well, do I really need a partner? Or do I just have 286 subscribers possibly watching this? And it's a fascinating subject matter because in case you were interested in human relationships and any kind of interaction, it's freaking, I would say, getting to minute 8, and I'll try to end it at magical 8:08, that with the Mars moving forward very slowly in Gemini, it's still gaslighting the air, right? Mars and Gemini. A lot of different conversation now, but it's still trapped in its retrograde shadow. And what's going to happen is when it gets into the later degrees, it's going to gaslight. It's going to square Neptune again. Whoops, past the 8:08. It's already happening. We can see. It's been like 8 months of dealing with this amazing season of Mars in Gemini, which is very active communicatively. But because it's been retrograde, babes, it's been just, everybody's just got like an apple in their mouth and they're just gagged, and we haven't even began, right? I mean, I have. It trines the hell out of my planets. It's really preparing the mental space to really open up, not before a huge, it's looking like just a glitch. A glitch is happening. Sorry. No, so I don't say I'm sorry that you glitched out. I say I understand. I understand. And really, the truth is, babes, I switched right over to being a nurse, somebody who can handle a handicap. But when you start registering that somebody is purposely fucking with you, this is the thing. It's like, is this what's going on? Is this why the lights are running out there and people are upholstering seats? Is for these fucking people to keep up this racket going on top of a racket? Woo! Where do I get my compensation? I want nothing to do with this society at all. Please, don't I get a badge of honor or something?